like to watch my dad like have this beautiful relationship with some of his kids, but then not have a very good relationship with the rest of them. And it's definitely hard. Like, it's hard to see that he fosters this really great open communication, support, and love for Aurora, Brianna, you know, Robyn's kids. I love it. It also does hurt that I don't have currently, right now, that same relationship. But there are so many factors that go into everything. I'm not jealous or upset that he has a relationship with them. I just wish that I could also, or all of my siblings honestly could also. It's not jealousy or I'm mad at him because he's fostering this. I just wish there was enough dad to go around.
Hi friends, it's from Without a Sister Wife. Welcome back to my channel. It is Thursday, February 20th, 2025. You know, when Christine Brown Woolley filed her child support paternity case against Kody Brown, most of us believed it would be very streamlined because most of us were under the impression that Kody had no relationship with Truly. And because Truly lives in Utah and Kody lives in Arizona, and I think they live like 8 hours apart, we assumed that he would agree to allow Christine to have custody of Truly. We were shocked when Kody made the decision to fight her for custody of Truly. However, over the course of season 19, it's been incredibly apparent to viewers that watch the show that Kody has no relationship with Truly. In fact, at no time during the season do we even see Truly visit her father. There's no episodes of Kody arranging a meetup with Truly. It doesn't mean it didn't happen, but knowing Kody Brown and his desire to want to have everything on camera and to look like the good dad, one would think it would be a vested interest for Kody to want to be with Truly, but it didn't happen, never. And while Christine was in the process of getting married and planning her wedding, Kody took a complete back seat and took no initiative to try to get to know Christine's now husband. An involved father or parent may want to know who the new spouse is going to be of their exes. Of course, they have no say, right, in who their ex-partner marries. But basic courtesy would be that you would at least try to co-parent, get to know each other. And I understand that's not always possible. But Kody took 0 steps to try to get to know David, took 0 steps to mend or try to make a relationship where they could co-parent, and instead just left Truly with Christine. Which, I mean, that's what he had been doing for all of her life. So why would it change now? So obviously, again, it was shocking for all of us that he would fight for custody of Truly. Well, I was recently watching Patreon for Mel. Mel was reacting to the last couple episodes that were on season 19, and she was speaking about the relationship that Kody has with Aurora, Brianna, Dayton, Saul, and Ari, and how it's completely different than the relationships he has with any of his other children. And she, as you saw in the beginning of this video, had to qualify things and say she wasn't jealous, probably because Kody would say she's jealous. I know it. It seems weird to have to say that. That you're jealous? I mean, I guess jealousy is a part of polygamy either way. But she made a comment that the relationship he has with those kids is the only relationship he has with any of the kids. And when she said it that way, that made me realize there's no relationship with Truly, because if Kody and Robyn are a unit and they're only together and he's not speaking to the other children, that means he's not speaking to Truly, thus meaning he's fighting for custody for a kid he doesn't even talk to. Can you even imagine a parent that does that? Because, you know, he's not being alienated from her, right? You know that Christine would do anything she could if she felt like it would be healthy for Truly to have a relationship with him. She has said repeatedly that she wants Kody to be a good father to his kids. So I'm sure it's not for a lack of Christine, and she was the one that was putting in all the effort. But now she doesn't travel to Flagstaff very much anymore because no one's there except for Kody and Robyn. So if Kody's not taking any initiative for Truly, what does that say about him? If you're going to have 5 children that you pay attention to, and you have a minor kid that you don't acknowledge, that's so weird to me. He has 2 minor children with Robyn Solomon, who's only like a year younger, or a year and a half younger than Truly, and then Ariella, who's obviously several years younger than Truly. but she's only 14. She will be 15 in April. Kody has not had a relationship with her, and she moved with Christine when she was 11 in 2021. So she's been gone for 4, almost 3.5 years now. And so she's saying, Melty, that my dad has no relationship with his kids other than the ones that are with Robyn. So basically, everyone else at this point is no contact. So if that's the case, why is Kody fighting? Why not just pay child support, Kody, and just let it go? Why not just be nice and actually do the right thing and pay? Is it because he wants to look like an involved dad? Now, is it because he wants Christine not to get the money that he believes as his? It's very, very interesting. But I also want to point out something yesterday on a different Patreon video. Mikkel explained how the show has negatively impacted the kids' relationships with the adults and the family. Mikkel is a very interesting daughter because on the one hand, she has no relationship with Kody at all. Like Kody and her basically don't talk anymore, and Tony went as far as saying that they don't even try to make any effort to have a relationship with Kody and Robyn anymore. Because basically, Kody and Robyn have done stuff that have made it nearly impossible for them to mend their relationships. And at this point, Mikkel and Tony barely even speak to Robyn's kids anymore. So I still think it's interesting that even though we know she's speaking about Kody, she says parents that she said that if there wasn't a show, some of the kids would probably have a better relationship with their parents, 99% unconfident. She's talking about Kody because the kids have a relationship with Janelle. The kids have a relationship with Christine. And some of the kids have a relationship with Mary. Doesn't have relationships with all of the kids, and that's already well established based on stuff that happened before the show. So the show doesn't really have anything to do with Mary's relationships when it comes to Kody, though his behavior on the show is absolutely impacting his other kids. And when he makes statements about his kids, and he's degrading them and shaming them and calling them names and being horrible to them, I would think that that would have a lot of impact on kids. It's obvious that some of the kids, specifically Janelle's kids, are less inclined to have a relationship with Kody because he has treated them so badly. Christine's daughters, I don't know where they're all at, but Mikkel says they none of them have a relationship with Kody. I think Isabel always wanted a relationship with her dad. But I also think that when Isabel had that surgery, it was like a turning point because Kody wasn't there. He wasn't there for her. He didn't try to be there for her. He didn't make a single effort to help her through that and used CO as means to try to shield him from his responsibility of as a father to take care of his child during that surgery. I have a child that's gone through a lot of very difficult surgeries. It is not easy. It is difficult for the child. Obviously, it is challenging for the caregiver parent that has to take care of them once they recover. But if you are having to do it on your own, like Christine did, and you actually have this partner, that's supposedly your partner, and they're not there, that to me would be unforgivable. And that was really one of the turning points for Christine Kody's. They filmed all of that, and I'm assuming that that rejection would be hard to get over if you're Isabel, if you're the boys, Janelle's boys. Well, one of those boys a year ago ended his own life. The other boy, Gabriel, doesn't speak to his dad. Hunter has made clear that he doesn't speak to Kody and wants nothing to do with it. Kody has made clear that Hunter wants nothing to do with him. Maddie has made clear that she wants nothing to do with Kody Logan. Doesn't speak to Kody, so Kody's behavior drove the kids away, which is why I can't understand why TLC is allowing Kody to have an arc as a good dad. Because these are the kids that he has left. Because these are the kids that he chose. Because these are the ones he wanted to invest in. It's disrespectful and abusive for the other children. If I were one of the other kids, I wouldn't want to watch the show to see what my dad was doing with the kids that he's chosen over me. Also, Melty stated on Patreon that Kody and Robyn intentionally do not bring up anything negative that happens to their kids. They don't talk about any of the fights they have with their kids. They shield them from having to discuss any hard topics, and they only show the positive when it came to Janelle's kids. Kody didn't care when it came to Gabriel and Garrison. He did not care about fighting about them and airing things out. And the boys arguing with him on camera, he didn't care. He allowed season after season after season of him yelling about the kids. But when it comes to Robyn's kids now, he doesn't want to show anything negative. He only wants to show the good side, and Melty said that it's not all perfect at their house. There is stuff that is bad that they're just not showing, which I've often wondered because I've watched the interaction between Kody and the girls, the oldest two, and it always seems very awkward, very awkward. And if Kody's as angry as he says he is, and as brooding as he says he is, and if Robyn's as addicted to shopping as she is, like how involved are they actually in the lives of their kids? And how positive can that in home be when your father is Kody Brown? Right? So if Kody is no contact with all of his kids, he's fighting for custody. For truly with a child, he doesn't see most of his kids. Don't talk to him because of his behavior on the show and the way that he's treated them. And then the kids that he does speak to are hiding their issues with Kody because Kody and Robyn want to pretend like their life is perfect and shield those kids from any backlash and protect that relationship that actually feels really suspect to me, to be honest. Because if there's things happening in that relationship that aren't good, like for instance, Dayton, he's completely off the show now, right? And he lived in a trailer and RV on their property before they moved. And Kody never discussed that he fought with Dayton about the co-rules and fought with Dayton about adhering to his rules and being, he was disobedient. And that's why he was thrown out into the RV. It wasn't because he wanted autonomy. It was because Kody was like, you're disobedient. And that's never discussed, right? And I'm almost confident based on the fact that both Aurora and Brianna always look like they're about to cry, that things with them aren't great either, but they have to make it look like it's perfect for the show, which just gives me an icky feeling. Why were you willing to put the drama out with all the other kids on the show, but not with Robyn's kids? What are you hiding at Robyn's house that you don't want us to see outside of the dolls and the crap that you guys have? What are the secrets that are hiding in that house? When Mel said that to me, I was like, this is so uncomfortable to me. I can recognize you want to protect your kids, but you weren't like that with the other kids. So why here? I always feel like when you're trying to hide something, there's always this mask where everything looks great, right? So they put a mask on to make it look like this is a happy family. And then you find out like 5 years down the line that what was happening inside the house was sinister. That's what I feel like's happening, but that's just my gut. But this provided me insight to Kody and Robyn and how awful they are as human beings, and what a terrible dad he is. So he will ignore Ko. He will ignore, truly. He has no relationship with his other kids. And then the kids that he does have with Robyn, that he's in a relationship with, he's intentionally only showing the good to hide the dark side of whatever is going on there. What do you think it is? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and click the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.